description about the churning the sea or the mere, please?
This is from Hindu Dharma Shastra. This is about churning of the sea, what we call Kshir Sagar Manthan in Hindi language. It's Kshir Sagar Manthan. It's a turtle on the bottom. Then we have Vashuki Nag, the serpent in the neck of Shiva, Lord Shiva. He wears a serpent, and that is the serpent Vashuki Nath. And the left side is demons. So, and this right side is gods. So there is a story behind it. Why? Because the demons were always like, I always thought that God cheated them. So, and God, when the churning of sea was decided, they needed something called a mountain. So, mountain was placed on the back of Vishnu in the form of turtle, and for churning a big rope was needed. To get a rope, it was not possible in those days, such a big rope and such a strong rope. So Lord Shiva offered his snake from his neck, Vasuki, to be part of that rope. So when God said, okay, we will take the head. So God knew that when they churn the sea, the belly will be pressed of a snake, and then we will have poison from them. So, but the Asura decided, okay, why not we take the head? We will take the head, because God always cheated, they thought. And then they decided to take the head. And at that time, the gods were weakened by, because the power was taken over by Asuras. So Asuras were more powerful, and gods could not take the heat of the poison. So they decided to be on the tail part. And when the churning started, there were a lot of boons from the sea. One of the boon was Amrita. Before Amrita was a poison. So the poison is worn by Lord Shiva in his neck. That's why we call him Nilkantha. This means blue neck, God with a blue neck. And then came out the Amrita. And also we have Lakshmi, goddess of wealth from churning of sea. Then we have Kamdhenu guy, Kamdhenu cow, a cow, and then we have a horse, Sheshwa. That was taken over by demons. The Kamdhenu was taken over by gods, and then we have Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the wife of Vishnu. Took her as wife. Took her as his wife, and then we have cow. Cow was taken over by God. And then we have a kalpa vriksha. Vriksha means tree. So a tree which can give you any form of boon. That was also taken over by gods. And then finally the Amrita came out at the last, and the Asuras ran away with it. So finally it was distributed among gods, and one of the Rakshasa, Rahu, from the Rakshasa means demon, Rahu took Amrita, and by sitting on the side of God, and Apsara used to dance in the middle, and finally Rahu was only one Asura who was immortal, and now is a planet in the Hindu religion. Thank you.